Tibulum, my name is NoNo, and welcome back to I Wani Hug That Gator. We're gonna just jump right back into it. I hope you guys are having a fan-fucking-tastic day, but if not, I hope this episode helps. Thanks to Olivia's advice and cooking, I had finally made my recovery and returned to school, and I'm glad to be back. I felt like I'd missed so much while I'd been gone, so much I needed to catch up on. I mean, I did manage to finish all the assignments that had been sent to me, but I feel out of the loop with other things, like gossip about me. Damien tried to give me the rundown of it during PE, but I'm still in shock over how bad some of them got. Up to cartel drug running and FBI's most wanted. I don't think that's even possible in just a week. The end of class bell rings throughout the school, signaling the start of lunch. As everyone in class is packing up their other things, Latican speaks up. Alright everyone, make sure you complete the assignment by next class. You all have a wonderful rest of the day now. Oh, and Inko. I stop at the mention of my name as I throw on my backpack. Could you wait a moment? I have something I wish to speak to you about. Yeah, of course. Olivia looks back from the classroom entrance waiting for me. Don't wait up on me, I'll meet you at the table with the others. With a shrug and a nod, Olivia wheels herself out the door and down the hall. Everyone else leaves the classroom until it's just Latican and I. Please, have a seat. I take the seats closest to Latican's desk, putting my backpack down as well. Mr. Latican himself gets up out of the chair and walks around his desk, leaning against it. So, I'll be quick about it. I got a job that needs doing. Up. You've missed assignments and need makeup work, and I need some extra help with something. Something I think you'll be very interested in. Some good friends of mine are getting married in a few short days, and they've hired me to be their photographer. And given the excellent learning experience child labor I thought of you. Me? Yes, if you want to, of course. You could always call in some associates to help me out, but I thought adding in some extra credit would sweeten the deal. What will we be doing? There's a broad smile on his face and a distant look in his eyes. Well, you'll be my apprentice in this case. You'll not only be helping set up more elaborate photographs, you'll also be doing a lot of independent shots. You mean I'll be taking my own pictures? Yep. In fact, you'll be using my SLRs and lens for this to keep all the shots uniform. The idea of finally getting to use something like Mr. Latican's $1,000 Cavion makes my head swim! So what do you say, interested? It certainly seems like a hefty task, even if Latican would be there to help us. Then again, Latican wouldn't be offering the job if he didn't think I was capable of doing it. This would technically be my first official photography gig, and a wedding shoot to boot. Sounds so daunting yet enticing. I would love to. Alright, sounds like the done deal. It's after school today, we can talk about it more later. For now, you should be getting along to lunch. Thank you, Mr. Latican. I give the teacher a nod and grab my backpack. Just as I head out the door, my curiosity gets the better of me. So, who's the lucky couple, if you don't mind me asking? The school nurse, actually. The husband-to-be is also a good friend of mine. Huh, neat. I'll make a mental note to give my well wishes to the nurse if I see her before the wedding. With that, I wave Latican goodbye and head down the hallway. Wait, Friday? But I was going to practice painting then. I already agreed to it. Even if I didn't, it's real photography. It's not even a question which I should go to, but geez. It's like the universe is conspiring against me to never stop drawing stick figures. I finally meet up with Olivia, who's waiting near the entrance to the cafeteria. The grassy green girl is leaned over a sour pout, scrunching her maw closed as she eyes the passerbys. When she notices I've moved into her airspace, she perks up immediately. Seeing the transformation is surreal, and I chew on my cheek to keep from laughing as I watch her muscular tail wag happily. Finally! Took you long enough. Yeah, sorry that took so long. You didn't have to wait for me, by the way. I can manage waiting even if it means eating with you. I feel a smile tug at my lips just from hearing Olivia say that. Mind if I push your chair in? Using me as a battering ram through the crowd now, huh? Yeah, something like that. Alright, but only because you ask. But, give me your backpack. I'll use it as a shield. When I grab the handles, Olivia moves her tail up to grab my wrist like at the arcade. Alright, charge! Yes, ma'am! I start marching towards the crowd of unruling and famished teens clamoring for their daily meal. Olivia turns her head to me to say something. So what happened with Latican? You in trouble or something? Huh? Oh, no. Latican just had a proposition for some extra credit. Really? What is it? Well, he wants me to join him at a wedding and help out with a photo shoot. Says he thinks it'll be a good learning experience. Well, that sounds pretty exciting. Did you take it? Yep. Could be a good way to hone in on what I know. Plus, that extra credit can help make up for the time I was sick. You mean when you nearly overdosed on that cough syrup cocktail you made? Yeah, that. Wait! Huh? Well, I didn't say anything. Crowd's too loud here. The Baronix chuckles to herself. I'm left rolling my eyes, letting her claim victory in this exchange. By the time we've got our lunch, it's a simple matter of locating Damien and Liz by the telephone pole neck. For whatever reason, they're at a more sequestered table today. When we arrive, it's pretty obvious why. Oh, shit. You two took long enough! Yeah. I expected more from Olivia. Something more graphic. Instead, Olivia rolls herself to the rest of the way, taking her designated spot at the head of the table. I take the spot adjacent to her, all while keeping a wary eye on the pink Falafel-saurus. It seems like Mia's rage against me has simmered down over time, but that air of uncertainty and uneasiness still wavered around her. The best I can do is act friendly. Hey, Mia, is there something you need? Need? Nah, I'm just here to catch up with my good pal here. While the red-scaled menace turns toward Olivia, her own eyes remain locked in her soggy chicken she's eating mechanically. I thought you were asking Liz for her homework, though. That too. Alright, here, guys. A pair of soda cans are rolled down the table. I think Raptor Jesus I'm able to catch both before they ram into a tray of my tray of questionable lunch meat. You guys are taking a while, so I grabbed the drinks today. No, you didn't. Mia gave those to you. Well, she did because I thought about doing it. She's trying to bribe you for the math answers I helped you with earlier. Lizzie, I can't believe you would imply something like that about me. But it's true. Hey, free soda's free soda, man. At any rate, the real reason I'm here is... Say, Olivia, you have your phone at home or something? People are trying to contact you all day. Oh. Olivia pulls her phone out of her jacket pocket. I catch a glimpse of her wallpaper, a comical portrait of Guts that she'd probably doodled. Yeah, I ran out of service for the month. What the hell? You don't got a proper monthly plan? I got more important things to do than this, you know. If they want to see Olivia so bad, why send you and not just show up themselves? Shut it! Who's so important for all this anyways? Who do you think? Ben. Ben wants to talk to Olivia. Why does he want to talk to Olivia? Is this 20 frickin' questions? How the hell should I know what's going on between my boyfriend and Hot Wheels here? All that matters to me is if Olivia's gonna fix it or not. I'll think about it. Ugh, whatever. I'm out of here. Smell you later, Gator. Alright, bye, bitch. Don't trip on your tail on the way out. Mia storms off, leaving Olivia looking very sour. Things alright with Ben? Olivia rests her arms at the table and slumps her head in. I don't want to talk about it. Where'd her bright mood from before go? Well, anyways, Damien, you really shouldn't condone cheating, even with something as simple as math homework. But you helped me out with it. That's different. I helped you with it, and I think you're getting something out of it. Like the answers! What I mean is, in comparison, Mia's just trying to be lazy. She's cheating herself. What's the issue, then? What's the issue? Yeah, I get free soda. Someone you hate tricks herself into saying stupid, and everyone thinks they win. It's great! You scare me sometimes, Damien. Guess I'll have to ask Ben what's going on if I see him later. In the meantime, Olivia's disposition only keeps getting more and more dour. I try to think of something to help cheer her up, but I keep coming up with dead ends on just what could work here. There's got to be something. I can't leave her in such a sour mood. Oh, how about that? Hey, so what's the deal with your phone background? Oh, you noticed it? She flips her phone on and shows me her background. Oh, it's a little doodle of Guts. Yeah, drew it up the other day. Got the curves just right, first try, so it's pretty cool. I'll bet. Is he with you today? Nah, I left him at home. How often do you bring him? Not too often. Maybe once or twice a semester. Even then, it's just when I'm bored. Although once he was just in my hoodie when I left for school. Unexpected. It was. Here, I got some pics saved. The screen displays a small creature atop a desk with its skinny tail clutched to its chest tightly. I don't know why, but he holds his tail like that sometimes. I feel Damien and Liz hovering behind me, their eyes locked on the adorably fat creature on screen. I don't know who's coos, probably Liz, but Olivia rolls her eyes and swaps to the next picture of the cute pet now in a transparent ball and looking confused. For the remaining minutes of lunch, we just sit huddled around Olivia's phone and tranced by her sweet little rat, as it did the most mundane things. Yet Guts' method of doing them was too undeniably cute, and that's what really got to us, and made time fly faster than we ever could notice. Ding dong bing bong! I blink a couple of times and stretch my arms and legs as I get up from my desk. Miss Prockling really knows how to make 40 minutes feel like 80. Well, at least it's time to practice painting for real. Wait, no, Latican roped me into the photo shoot. Can't practice painting, can't get good at anything. Why is it every time I try to improve something like this happens? At this rate, I'll never get good enough to get a real following. I haven't gotten to actually having a whole afternoon to practice at all. Still, there's no way in hell I'm missing this. I ended up meeting with Ben and Latican right as we were clocking in for class. While our teacher made the assignment, internship, apprenticeship, while he had made it all sound simple, I was still subjected to some paperwork. Something about liability waiver or something. You know, just in case something happens to us, like a surprise attack by 5 teenagers in multicolored spandex. I wonder if that happens more often. We still filled the form out as the instructor gave an overview of just what exactly Ben and I would be doing. There's a few structures out here, save for one at the edge of the cliff. Ben's the first one out of the cramped car with an armful of telescoping black stands. I follow his example, unloading the vehicle. Alright, you two, remember what you're doing tonight. Yes, sir! After we set up a photo station in the corner of the hall, we'll be taking turns walking the reception, taking pictures of the guests. Perfect. I'll be with the wedding party the entire time. So if you need me, just look for the gaggle of similarly dressed women screeching and you'll find me. He grins as he helps carry the last of the lightest equipment from the trunk. Remember, this is actual work, so be polite, be efficient, but most importantly, Ben and I sit upright attention, ready for our order. Any order our teacher will give us. Have fun. But, trust me, the clients will appreciate it more. Finally finished with the unloading, I inhaled the mixed aroma of ocean and flowers. While I find the scent energizing, Ben seems to have the exact opposite reaction. His brows pinch together in disgust as he tries in futility to fan away the air with one hand while covering his nose with the other. Ugh, I think I'm going to be sick. I think I'm going to be the sick one next with this weather. At least the view's great. That? It is, yeah. Mr. Latican leads us through a small garden out front into the reception hall. It's a spacious wedding tent adorned with all sorts of flora and high-end lighting, keeping the place warm and lit. Okay, you guys. Okay, you guys know how to set up here. I'm going to go get to business. Yes, sir! He leaves us, stepping into the ongoing ceremony with a primed camera and tripod. Ben and I exchange a single glance before we both resign ourselves to the daunting task. First on the list are the telescopic lens for the cameras. From experience, it doesn't take us long to get those in place. Next are the reflectors and strobe lights, all packed in heavy cases that have to be hauled inside. By my third case, I'm already exhausted. Shoot, I thought gym class would have prepared me for this. My phone buzzes, might as well take a breather. Opening up the notification, I discover it's from Olivia. Hey, Shades. Hi, Olivia, you got service back? Oh, I lied about that. Sad face. I don't know what the fuck. He's emoticoning. So you leave with Latican after school. Idakin. What's up with that? I'm helping him with the wedding photo shoot. You? At a wedding? Did Latican give you a better jacket for it? My jacket is cool enough. So where at? T said it was someplace called Clarkson Lookout on the way over. Wait, really? That place has a bunch of scenic views. If you see any good landscape shots, take one for me. Sure, if I get the time. No, do it now. I fucking love these pictures, man. Cute and threatening message received. Geez, well this is as good a spot as any. The sun's starting to set, so it does make for a pretty nice atmosphere. Maybe Olivia wants to paint another landscape. In the distance, I see a few sailboats and yachts. Further beyond, a freighter or two. The seas sure are crowded these days. I take the picture and send it to Olivia. Thanks! I can't picture thanking me like that in reality. The thought alone of her doing something in so sweet a manner. Ingo, this thing weighs like 80 pounds! I'm not doing all the work! Oh, right. I let my camera hang loose from my neck while assisting Ben with setting up the last two of the standing reflectors. Setting up meant only the cameras, but a large chunk of the incomplete decor prep, which meant carrying loads and loads of heavy cases loaded with strobes, reflectors, cloth sheets, and so many telescoping pole stands. Following his instructions, Ben had set up a small red carpet path leading to a glamour shot station, and meanwhile I was finishing making sure the marked out spots within the room had the right combination of flash, strobe, and a reflector. By the time our teacher had come back, I just placed the final light in position. As guests start walking down Ben's handmade path, I skirt along the edge of my borrowed high-end camera. The DSLR clicks are muted compared to the chattering guests, and while I think I managed to catch some decent shots, I'm just not really feeling it today. Something wrong with me? And voila! Ben was having a much easier time working at the makeshift studio we'd built in the corner. Couples would simply walk up and stand before the backdrop of their massive window at the cliffside in ocean. And Ben had the brilliant idea to not only set up Latican's loaned camera, but also his own, since he'd captured the couples from 2 angles at once. He looked happy with each and every shot he took, and people always chatted with him right after. And here I am, doing my best not to scowl as I look over the blurry shot I had messed up. Blurry because my hands are shaking. I guess I'm nerved. I had noticed till now that my main messaging app had been going off. So is it going well? Hardly. I think Ben's turning it into a competition. Are you winning? No, not really. Beat him for me. That wasn't a real message. I try to ignore my phone for now. I don't think anything will calm my nerves at this point. That feeling of anxiety only grows as time marches on. I can't seem to get any one picture just right, and Ben zooming around as efficiently as he is isn't helping. Well, that's not all. Olivia's messages are just throwing me off. Just break his flashing stick thingy, then his pics will be super dark. How out of date is Olivia to think we still use flash pans? Or lock him in the bathroom or something. I don't think that's sportsmanlike or legal. Oh, I just remembered, I need another pic. Can you try shoving him into the wedding cake and taking a picture of him smashed on the floor? I need it for, Muse. That. Do it for me? Come on, that's just violent. Just barely within my peripheral vision, I spot a perfect shot of an older couple and the parents of the groom, I believe. There, that's a good chance. I bring the borrowed camera up, look through the viewfinder, and see that the parents have already moved on into another group. The camera slips away from my grip, but luckily the neck strap holds it safely against my chest. Okay, I need a break. I find an appropriate place to sneak in outside and go around the building, slumping down against the brick siding. It's really twilight now. The ocean's reflection of the sun is getting very close to meeting the real thing. My phone buzzes once more and something in me jumps. It's not fear, though. Just wish I knew what it was. Olivia sends me a video of Guts running around a maze she put together using cardboard and school supplies. When he comes out the other end, she gives him a grape to bite into. I was never really fond of rodents, but seeing Olivia's videos and little doodles is really starting to sway me. Something about seeing Olivia having such a strong bond with Guts and caring for him that warms my heart. It's hard to believe that this is the same girl that used to give me nothing but icy stares when I first met her. I'm glad she feels comfortable enough with me to let her defenses down and be herself. As I continue snapping photos, my trek around the hall to find good photo ops leads me to the stage where the DJ once was. Shame that I didn't get any good shots of him while he was here. Maybe Ben got some decent pictures. Looking through the camera lens, I see that there's a gentleman sitting on the steps that lead up to the stage, finishing off a cigarette. There's someone over the steps taking a deep drag of a cigarette and blowing the smoke upwards towards the window. A truly iconic display of suavity. Before I know it, I've taken several shots. Seems like he wanted to be left alone, but he doesn't mind. Hey, kid! At least get my good side, will ya? Oh! I stepped closer, readjusting my camera settings and scrambling for an explanation. Sorry about that. I was unsure if you wanted the attention. That's alright. People say I got a kind of resting bitch face. Though I can't lie, I'm pretty exhausted, kid. Especially after I had to carry the new missus down the aisle all the way to the car. Ah, so this is the groom. So you gonna take a photo or what? Oh, right, sorry. I raised my camera. The groom takes a thinker-esque pose, taking a drag from his cigarette. After a few clicks and a couple of slight adjustments in my position, I believe I got some pretty good shots in there. There we are. The groom blows out a plume of smoke from his mouth before leaning over to see the captures. Smells like a Vegas hotel. I give the groom time to look at each photo thoroughly before moving to the next one. These are pretty good, kid. Managed to make this mug of mine look halfway decent. He lets out a scratchy chuckle as he takes another puff of his cigarette before snuffing what little was left onto the floor. Thanks. Say, if you don't mind me asking, what are you doing all the way over here? It's your big day, isn't it? As the groom lets out another plume, he's already begun to dig up another cigarette. Lighting the new cigarette casually, he begins to inhale it, and keep inhaling it. He holds a finger as he continues inhaling until the cigarette is finished, and he dragged the whole cigarette? And he finally inhaling a stream of lung cancer slowly over the course of 30 seconds. Sir? Of course it is. Just having a little rest is all. I mean, this has been the happiest day of my life, but it's tiring as all hell. The missus is certainly having fun, and yet in a few hours when we're in our new, no longer bachelor pad, I'll be listening to her as she moans about how sore she is. The groom lets out another plume of smoke, this time through his nostrils. But hey, if that's the price I gotta pay, holy matrimony and all that jazz. Definitely feels like the groom is laying it on a bit thick to who is essentially a stranger to him, and yet I can understand what he means. You know, I've been going around the whole reception snapping photos. Why don't you take a break too? He motions his hand to the nearby stage as an available seat. I settle myself onto the stage as the groom then fiddles with a small packet looking closer. It's a sealed pack of cigarettes. Trent told me about you, you know. Who? Your camera teacher, or whatever he's called at your school. Says you're a good kid and all, though a bit clueless. Hey! The groom lets out another gawk as he cracks open the pack of cigs and plucks out a fresh cancer stick. His words, not mine. How do you know him? We've known each other for ages. He actually helped me meet the missus. Funny how that works. Whoa, Mr. Latican was your wingman? Heh, he always hated how I told him that. I'd given him a lift to some field trip he had to chaperone. Don't know why. He could have taken the school bus. But as soon as I got there, I met the rest of his co-workers, including my would-be wife. Petro tricked me into also chaperoning too, saying I would use the time to get to know her better. Jeez, maybe I should be asking him. Well, no, I can't. Can't what? Nothing important. Have a teacher tell you how to court a lady friend right? Hey, no. Another one of his students, your classmate, yeah? It's not like that. Ah, come on, I know you want to talk about girls. It's always fun. Humor me a bit. It's just, she's a good friend. The words taste bitter on my tongue for some reason. Sure, kid, sure. We've got a few more minutes of quiet while Bridezilla and her maids of murder fight over that bouquet. I quickly glance over to the woman twice my age wielding a folding chair like it was a battle axe. Trent can't help you there, but I can. So, this good friend of yours, what's she like? Well, it's a bit of a complicated history. Oh. I mean, when I first met her, she was very cynical and sarcastic. Well, she's still sarcastic, but in a lighthearted way. Even with her friends, she was a little distant. But when she's painting or gushing about some franchise or obscure anime, there's this unashamed excitement and passion in it. I haven't met anyone with that kind of energy before. Once you get to know her, she's just nice under it all. That everything? Well, yeah. I think she drew me carrying her once. I cannot whistle. That is a problem I have. Well, shoot! He slides the ring off his finger and holds it up to me. You want this? Sounds like you need it more than I need. Kidding. I'm kidding. But dang, sounds pretty cut and dry to me. Never had a crush before? Not on anyone I know personally. You folks together? Yeah. They love each other too, right? Yeah, I guess they do. You guess? It's complicated. They're around so little I don't even know what their love looks like, how they interact, if they even love each other at all. They've never told me their story and why they're together. Anything that would prepare me for the future was outsourced. As far back as I remember, whenever my parents weren't around, there was a screen nearby. And when they weren't around, and they weren't around often, I've always had that little electronic friend in my pocket tell me how great I was at everything. It's been my only help to get through life. All the best ways to have the best friendships, hobbies, romance, but it feels worthless now. I'm not prepared. I don't even know if this is love. This guy seems to think so, though. He'll help me out. I see him putting some words together now. Let me give you a little antidote, kid. The groom finally lights the cigarette, though this time he's slow to puff on it. See my beautiful bride over there? He motions with the dull ember of his smoke to where the bridesmaids were still violently wrestling and the bride acted as a referee. Even if we had never met, and this was a happenstance meeting, I'd see her over there. And I just know I love her. Yeah? Yep. Is that it? Yeah. Aren't you trying to give me a little push, convince me I like this girl? You're the one who wanted advice, there it is. I thought you were going to go on a bit more about love. Why the hell would I give you a speech about love? I know what it is, you know what it is. But there's no groundbreaking advice that'll make everything make sense, and you don't need me to convince you. You're just looking for reasons to not believe what's right in front of you. Uh-oh. Break's over. Gotta run. The man gets up, dusting off his pants and flicking the cigarette butt into the trash. Hey, take some great pictures for me, will ya? No more moping. You're on the clock. He jogs into the crowd to meet up with his bride. My phone buzzes in my pocket. What timing? I reach into my pocket and pull out my phone, squinting at the screen. An unread notification from our group chat. Shoot, do I have time to be on my phone right now? Maybe I could talk to Damien about this. He's known Olivia for a while. Ben and Olivia used to be friends too, right? Would he be able to help? I should probably focus on what I'm doing here. Besides, I don't want to let the groom down. But this is Olivia we're talking about. I don't want to do anything without knowing as much as I can. I need to focus and finish this take. Oh no! This is okay. This feels like the first real choice in the whole game so far, because most of them have been like or and they're both the same fucking thing. Let's consult the others. Fuck it. I can't go into this without being prepared. I really don't want to let Olivia down, especially after all I've done for her. What kind of things does Olivia like? Hell, what kind of things do girls like in general? I might be able to find some pointers online too. By the end, I can be a good boyfriend. I just need to figure out how. When I reach for my phone, my fingers brush the camera that's still hung around my neck. Wait, I still need to take these pictures, so I can't drop this entirely. And I definitely don't want to let Latikin down, even though I'm not that good. Well, Ben's been on top of his game all night, even though he's still snapping shots, so I'm sure Latikin will have enough by the end of the night. It's not like I'm offering anything crazy valuable here. I meander to the far wall of the hall and find a way to slip outside. Phone in hand, I scroll through my previous calls to find Damien. He'll have all the info I need, and he called me the other week to ask if the following day was a school holiday, on a Saturday. Aha, here it is, just what I needed. and now as I listen to the dial tone, all I can do is wait. Come on, pick up. The cool evening air of autumn nips at my skin with a slow breeze ruffling the branches of nearby trees. Some leaves are blown lazily off their branches, drifting with each other to songless dances. I did always prefer nature photography. It's a lot less hectic compared to tonight. Hello, Payne residence. Huh? Oh, sorry, Miss Payne. I thought this was Damien's phone. It is. He left it on the phone. He left his phone on the table while he takes out the trash. One moment, Damien. Sweetie, you have a school friend on the phone. Ah, Ma, I told you not to answer these spam calls. It's Inko. Oh, snap! Cool, thanks, Mom. Hey, Inko! I can make out the frantic shuffling of the phone. What do you need from me? Okay, just play it cool. Right, I wanted to ask about, wait, how do I even ask him this? Well, I want to be a better friend for Olivia, right? Uh-huh, yeah, I'm following. I was wondering if you knew anything else I should know, you know? The silence lets me know how stupid that sounded. Huh? Well, I think she likes anime and soda in the arcade, but didn't you know all this already? I do, yes. But I mean, like, anything a bit further than that? I mean, you like Olivia, don't you, Inko? I didn't say that. Despite the stiff breeze, I can feel my face burning up. Shut up! Say it! Say what? I don't need to tell you nothing, and I got all day to wait. Do you? Damien, I'm serious. I need some help here. I'm serious, too. Come on, say it. I'm not confirming or denying anything. Well, maybe I should hang up then. See you at school tomorrow, Inko, my man. Ah, damn it, fine. Damien! Yes? I take a deep breath and say it. Alright, I like her. Who? Oh, come on. Olivia. Huh? What? What about her? I'm not hearing complete sentences here. Screw you. I like Olivia. I want to know what advice you have as a friend. I'm serious. There we go. In all seriousness, I don't have much for you. I haven't thought of Olivia that way since like 3rd grade. I don't got anything game-changing for you. Great. But hey, I'm here for you, man. Just don't act a fool and start wiling out, you know? Not in the slightest. I'm saying, look, you're calling because you think there's some big secret here, right? I'm telling you there isn't one, and that in itself is an advantage. You don't need to be focused on, strategy, just let it happen. Wait, does she know? No, I don't think so. I think she likes me too. Well, yeah, that's the long and short of what I got. Have you ever been in a relationship, Damien? A few. Nothing serious, though. Hey, want to go to the school dance? That sort of thing. Never went anywhere, you know? Yeah? Alright, I should get back to it. Sorry to bother you. Hey, call anytime, man. Thanks. Be seeing you. See you later, Gator Dater. Ha! I like that one. I fight the urge to throw my phone into the brick wall. That was completely pointless. I placed a hand on my forehead and take a deep thought. At this point, I should just try to get some photos to look somewhat competent at my job. I slipped my phone back into my pocket, grabbed my camera, and began walking around the hall. Doing my best to look for opportunity to snap some decent shots, I do a lap around the hall. Even then, I'm still struggling to find anything good. It isn't long before I notice Ben across from me, and from the looks of it, he's managing a fair bit better than I am. Not only is he finding better shots than I am, but the guests are going to him to ask for shots. Actually, the more I think about it, Ben might actually have some decent advice to give, right? Better than what I got from Damien, at least. I surreptitiously maneuver around the various wedding-goers, impeding my path trying to get to Ben. Eventually, I have an opening while Ben is currently taking a picture of another couple by their table. Not wanting to seem like I'm lost, I try to blend in and join him. I get near Ben and get down on one knee to take alternative angled shots of the couple. As if he had a sixth sense, Ben quickly noticed my presence, shocked that I was next to him. Inko, what are you doing? I just wanted to get some alternative photos for the lovely couple, just in case they would like them, you know? I give off an awkward laugh, though it's not amusing to Ben. He gives me an icy glare that sends shivers down my spine, as I've clearly stepped onto his territory. I think it'd be more efficient if we work in different parts of the venue. What if there are people over there that want their picture taken? If the people over there wanted a picture, I wouldn't be here in the first place. Ben wordlessly goes back to snapping photographs. I get back to my feet and lean close to the preoccupied Parasaurus to talk to him. Look, Ben, I need some advice. Thank you, young man. No problem, ma'am. Finished with the couple's photos, Ben turns around and begins to hoof it down the venue to look for more photo ops. I match his pace in order to keep up with him. Advice, you say? It's about Olivia. Mentioning the Baronics stops Ben dead at his tracks. He turns around to face me. What about Olivia? Well, it's just that take a deep breath to steady myself. The thing is, I think I love Olivia. Ben's face goes from confusion to sheer surprise, his eyes going as big as his glasses. Wait, what? Are you serious? Of course I'm serious. And since you've known her for longer, I figured I'd ask you some things about her. Ben! Ben! Sorry, I must have misheard you. You said you're in love with Olivia, and I did. Or, I think I am. Look, I don't really know, but I'm asking for some help. The Parasaurus clasps his hands on my shoulders and smiles broadly. This is wonderful news! Olivia's always been a bit of a loner, but to know that someone likes her like that is just fantastic. His arms wrap around my neck and he starts dragging me away from the wedding crowd. Okay, right, so you want to know more about Olivia, yeah? We used to be the best of friends way, way back. I paid close attention to Ben as he went over his history with the girl I may or may not love. Part of me wanted to take notes on my phone as he listed down all the shows they used to watch together. By the time he'd hit the cues, I'd noticed that some of the guests had left. Should I be writing all this down? I think you'll be fine. Unless Olivia's ever even changed music taste in the last 3 years. 3? Aren't you talking to her these days? I mean, not as much as I used to. It's been a while since we had a sit down. Wait, but Mia came and told us you wanted to talk with her at lunch. I have no idea what you're talking about. Huh. I thought you were above gossip, Inko. Sorry. Anyway, Olivia and I don't talk much, but I think we should. Hell, if I was around more, I could have helped you two get to know each other sooner. Maybe even... A shrill cry interrupts us. Across the room, the newlyweds are in some altercation. I guess it's the time of the night for the groom to carry the bride out, but for some reason she's riding piggyback like a grade schooler. He laughs to himself maniacally while she complains and holds onto his hair to keep balance. Well, that relationship isn't going to last. Inko. Yeah, sorry. Back on track. What's more important is that you always be mindful of her condition. Her condition? You know what I mean. Olivia obviously hates special treatment, and it can get to a point where that in itself is a burden that weighs down her friends. Refusing to accept help to the point she's become a problem for those around her. Ben sighs. I would know. Are you talking about how Olivia tries to do things on her own? Yeah, like, for all the times I've tried to help her out, she just gets all pouty and silent as if I'm stepping on her toes. No wonder people try to avoid her, you know? She just can't help pushing people away. I care about Olivia, but she doesn't do herself any favors. Truth be told, I'm a bit excited to hear this from you. If you could get through to her, we could be friends again. I'd definitely do it right this time. I don't want to impose anything on her. That wouldn't be right. Well, see, that's exactly what you want to avoid. Otherwise, your relationship is going to be one-sided. One-sided? Relationships are all about mutual respect for one another. Say anything less than that is unreasonable. Without that understanding, it's doomed to fail. And one thing to understand Olivia is that her condition needs special considerations. One that she doesn't fully agree with. So you have to account for that from her, otherwise it won't work out. Is that why you two stopped talking? Alright, you boys ready to pack up? Pretty long night, huh? Our teacher looks haggard as he walks up to us. His wings are dragging on the floor and he's propping himself up with one of the light stands we'd brought. Despite his exhaustion, he's grinning wildly. You two enjoy your first work experience? Oh, absolutely, Mr. Latican. I managed to load up both of the memory cards you gave to me, and I even managed to try out the different kinds of lenses you'd brought. Good to hear, Ben. What about you, Inko? Well, if I'm being honest with you, I wasn't on my A game tonight. Well, I suppose it is a tough order to start with. So many things to account for, and... no, I meant I didn't really get that many good shots, Mr. Latican. I didn't even finish the first card you'd given me. I see. Well, when we go through these next week, I'm sure they'll be fine. Oh, definitely. The groom saunters up with a huge grin on his face, slinging an arm around our teacher's shoulders. I can't wait to see these. Latican straightens up and shrugs off the arm, turning to the newly wedded man. You'll see them when you see them. My team still needs to go through all the pictures and weed out the chaff. Ah, come on, T. You can't give your buddy a preview or something? Latican sighs a bit. Hey, it's your special day. Ben, could you go fetch the laptop and card reader? Yes, sir. Inko, while he's doing that, can you start packing everything up into the trunk? Sure thing, Mr. Latican. Before I turn away to start the Petetrio, what the fuck? Takes the camera from me. We can sit at the table over there. The two older men head off, leaving Ben and I to get started on unpacking everything. While Ben and I are busy dismantling the multitude of standing flashes and lamps, the bride and groom and Latican sits at a cleaned-up table with a laptop before them. I can't really make out what they're saying, but I can kind of tell based on the way the three switch between quietly focused and laughing loudly. By the time the back of the car is loaded, the last of the wedding party has departed. Nothing left to do, Ben and I linger a bit behind the group. Think about it, alright? My advice. Olivia does need help. If you're really aiming to ask her out, keep that in mind. Yeah, I'll keep it in mind. Thanks, Ben. No problem. And we're done. Yeah, I don't want to keep the missus waiting too long tonight. Not tonight. Blech. Ha! Alright. Good night, everyone. He points to me for a moment. And good luck to you, little guy. Be seeing you, Mal. The groom saunters off. You two ready to go? Yeah, I'm pretty beat. My legs are killing me. Feels like my shins are about to explode. Better get used to that pain, Inko. Plenty more of that to come once we start. God, these run-on sentences. Doing all-day events like sports machines or air shows. Any advice you'd give me to avoid the pain? Ben taps his chin. Comfy shoes, good soles, and plenty of squats to build up your leg strength. Maybe also going out for power walks and jogs to really build muscles. Great. Even when I pick a career choice that doesn't involve physical activity, I somehow wind up having to do exercise in order to be successful. Alright! We're going to stop this episode here. Try to cut these a little shorter for you. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Tell me what you think about this game down in the comments below, and I will see all you know bros later. Peace for now. Bye!